Hey y'all, so it is Saturday, October 19th. I'm pretty sure it's the 19th. Yeah. Y'all know how that go with the days being kind of mixed up and confusing. October is going by so fast. Like, how are we already almost at the 20th? And before you know it, it's gonna be Halloween. October went by too fast. Like, I feel like October went by faster than any month of this year. Like, it's already been fast. But this went by way too fast, and honestly y'all, it's kind of making me nervous a little bit. Like, what is going on with the atmosphere? Jesus, take the wheel. But okay, so I'm excited and I just decided to come on here and vlog because I told myself I wanted to start doing this more, because even though I feel like my life isn't that interesting, I don't know, sometimes I have certain days that go by and I'm just like, yo, that was so vlog worthy. This would have been such, like, I should have gotten this on record and I didn't. And really all it takes is you pulling out the camera and just doing it. And so that's something that I'm learning and just talking to myself like, Gabrielle, just go ahead and do it. Simple. So like I said, it's the 19th of October and today's a very special day because my mom told me that Stevie Wonder, the Stevie Wonder, and if you don't know, matter of fact, let me just show y'all. I didn't paint this, but this is how much that my sister and I, she painted this and she gave it to me. This is how much that we love Stevie Wonder, okay? Stevie Wonder is one of my top favorite artists. Honestly, top three. It's Beyonce, Michael Jackson, and then Stevie Wonder for me. I love Stevie Wonder so much. I know I'm young, but I've always had the gift of ear for good music, and to know this man's music is to truly know that he's like no other. I mean, shoot, I know two people that said that if they could only listen to one artist for the rest of their life, that it would be his music, and it is Beyonce. She said that to him at I think it was like the MTV Awards this past year. I don't know. If I find the clip, I'll put it in here.
Stevie Wonder. Whenever anyone asks me if it's anyone I can listen to for the rest of my life, it's always you. So thank you. God bless you.
And Michelle Obama said that. I know Michelle Obama said that. I read that somewhere one time. And I was like, facts. Like, I really do think that if there is an artist that I could listen to, if I had to listen to just one person for the rest of my life, it would be Stevie Wonder. But anyway, went on a tangent there. But we are going to see Stevie Wonder tonight, which is something that I never thought would happen. My mom just brought this up yesterday. I didn't even know that he was going to be in town. I didn't even know that he was still doing concerts. I figured, I've never looked it up because I read somewhere one time that he doesn't tour anymore, and that man is almost in his 80s. He's in his late 70s. Almost 80s, so it wouldn't be far-fetched that he doesn't do concerts anymore, and so I just assumed I probably wasn't ever gonna see him. This is a primer that I got from Ross, by the way. This is a no-name brand. This is just, I don't know what this is. Y'all remember back in like 2016-17 when that Versailles gold flaked primer was going viral? I think this is just like a knockoff of that, and I just got it just because. But anyway, we're going to see Stevie Wonder tonight. I'm really excited about that, so excited, because I just never thought I would be able to see him in concert. I didn't. And so my mom said this is a special show that he's having in Atlanta tonight, and there was really no question. As soon as she said Stevie Wonder is having a concert, I was just like, oh yes, we're going. Like, sometimes I do have to think about people. Like, shoot, child, I even had to think about Beyonce. Like, if she come out with a tour for this Cowboy Carter, I'm gonna have to see if I can put my little coins together and go. I'm gonna see, because I already went to the last one and them tickets are getting expensive. I mean, Usher was here in Atlanta, and I think he's even having another show this month. I could be wrong. He was here in August, canceled his show. But either way, back in like May, when it was about time to start, when the tickets went on sale for Usher, I was just like, I love Usher. I want to see him in concert one day too, but I was like, I don't know. So I just said all that to say, with Stevie, there was no question. As soon as my mom said, I'm like, yes, I don't care the price, we're going. And so I'm really excited to see him. So yeah. And this is why I don't usually vlog, and it's hard for me to talk while doing makeup and my hair, because I get so distracted. I just put my primer on like I'm about to do my makeup, but I usually do my hair first. Anyway, I already put my primer on, but we're just gonna go ahead and get into the hair. So This is just water in here. I just got out of the shower, and let me show you the products that I used. I used this Next of Us High Porosity Leave-In Conditioner, and then on top of that, I like to use an oil because an oil acts as a sealant to lock in all the moisture or whatever cream product that you use. And considering this was a leave-in and it's for high porosity, plus I am high porosity, this product is just good because I have bleached hair now, and we really got to keep that moisture in there. So I use that, and then on top of it, I use this Carol's Daughter Goddess Strength. This is their 7-oil blend hair and scalp oil. That's what I used on top. I have so many oils, but I just like to go back and forth because I feel like my hair gets, if it gets too used to a certain product, it just doesn't, it's not as effective. And so I like to go back and forth depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I like both of those products. Now for the rest of the hair, I'm spraying some water back on there again to get her a little bit more activated for now. And then I'm taking my Nairobi foam. This is the foam, if you know that I was using when I got my relaxer. This is something that all the relaxer girls use, but now I've just taken such a liking to it because it's really the best foam on the market in my opinion, and I still have so much left. So we're gonna use this. And I also like this foam because it doesn't flake. I mean, if it held up while my hair was in that pixie style, it's gonna do justice here too, I'm pretty sure. So I've just been using this just to help me get a nice lay down. And what's crazy is that's how I'm just such a hair girl. If you watched my recent Big Chop video where I spoke about how intentional I'm just always in with my hair and how I love my hair to look a certain way, that's just me. And I say that to say, you would think even with having hair this short that I just would leave it alone, and you would think, oh, you don't gotta do nothing with it, right? Because that's what people assume. Child, I still make this a whole routine. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I look at y'all. I get so caught up in looking at myself in the viewfinder, but I'm gonna look into the camera, look into y'all's eyes when I'm talking to you. But yeah, don't need that much of the mousse. I just, like I said, I'm just extra. But yeah, okay. It also helps to tame the flyaways, because something also about having this color is that you see the flyaways so much more easily than you would if it was the regular dark color. So I like to get that down. My hair is already growing. It's been a week since I bleached it. It's been a week, and later on this evening it'll be a week and 2 days. A week and 2 days. Not like a week in 2 days, but a week plus 2 days. Yeah. I just brush this down. I've had this soft brush for forever. I can't even remember. I probably got it from the beauty supply store, but I've had it since high school. Everybody needs a good soft brush along with a good hard bristle brush. You need both. And while I'm doing this, let me just, and another thing in my Cynthia voice.
And another thing.
I'm also going to use a little bit of this pomade. This is castor oil hair and scalp conditioner from this brand. I just got this from my grandma at her house, and she was like, you like it, babe? And I was just like, I mean, yes, it's whatever. And then she was just like, go ahead and take it. And I'm like, okay, grandma, I'll take it. I really didn't need to, but you know grandmas, when they say you their baby and they say they give you something to like take it, you take it. We don't argue any further. And so I've just been using this. It's really like Vaseline, y'all. Honestly, how much petroleum is probably the first ingredient. Where the ingredient list at? Petroleum, first ingredient. I've just been using this just because my grandma gave it to me, and it actually works to get my hair real smooth. So I just laid that on top of the mousse. I've really been using whatever I want on my hair because it's so forgiving having this short style. But anyway, back to what I was saying when I said and another thing. Can we just talk about how there's such an inconsistency in the friend department sometimes when you are that go-to friend that everyone else can lean on, but then it's like, what can you do for me, or what do you really do for me in return? Because let's be very clear, the older that I'm getting, I would have never said this back when I was in high school because I was like, oh, you know, that sounds like a little harsh, but no, friendships and relationships across the board, whether it's platonic or not, friendships, significant other relationships are transactional. They're supposed to be. Like, am I wrong? And people will call you selfish for saying something like that, but I said that comes from the person that ain't giving nothing in the relationship, and they the one that take. So when I say it's supposed to be transactional, you won't be like, oh, no, relationships are supposed to be transactional. I feel like if I'm giving to you, and I'm not talking about financially, and I'm not even talking about sexually. Disclaimer, even though I believe that both those things matter as well, but that's not what we're talking about here. But those things matter too. That's in a whole nother discussion. Carry on. I'm just talking about energetically. What do you give to the friendship? If you feel like you can come to me and talk to me about anything, I'm always a listening ear for you, well then it should be able to be the same thing for me in return. I shouldn't feel like I'm bothering you or like you're not even listening to me when it's my turn to convey my feelings. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And if you have someone in your life like that, friends, because I feel like that's not a real friend, and people often don't realize their toxic traits of not being a good friend unless you call them out on it. So if you are experiencing somebody like that, or people like that in general, it could also be something that you need to look at yourself on. Why are you like having a habit of allowing? Because if it's numerous people, then that's something that you need to look at. Why do I allow so many people to take advantage of my time and my energy, but I don't get it back in return? And once you narrow that down, I feel like you need to make a decision for yourself. You gonna cut them folks off or not? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. The older I'm getting, I'm just like, you know what, if we're not meant to be friends for a long time, you were just meant to be here for a certain period, and that's fine, and I'm moving on. Because if it's not serving me, it's just not serving me, and there's nothing wrong with that. But folks will make you feel you're so wrong for sticking up for yourself or having boundaries and in a healthy way. And it's really often because they don't want to admit to their wrongdoings, and they don't want to lose you from their life, but they're not willing to give back. So what's the point? I don't know, am I making sense? I feel like I know what I'm trying to say. I just hope I wasn't going in circles just then.
Let me tell y'all something about this thing called life. There's two types of people in this world: takers and givers. And takers don't give a fuck about how much they take. Y'all better learn which one you are, and you better establish some boundaries real quick.
Let me make sure I got the back of my hair real good, because you can't neglect the back. But yeah, and me, I'm specifically talking about friends right now, y'all. I'm talking about friends. Let me tell y'all something. Fake friends or people that I just don't feel like are genuine, it does nothing for my health. If anything, it makes me even more irritable. It makes me sound more toxic because I find myself complaining about the people more and more. I find myself being more irritable, and I don't like that. I feel like I have every right to feel the way that I do, because shoot, I'm being taken advantage of. That's what it feels like, and I recognize it. I'm not a fool to it. So when you get annoyed, I mean, duh, obviously, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to hold on to that. Now, I'm also a person where I believe in communicating to people. People can't know unless you tell them, but if you tell them and their actions don't show if they really care, and if there's no changed behavior, well then you need to make a decision for yourself if you're gonna cut that off or continue with it. And if you continue with it, you can't really be that upset, because like, you know, I let them know. Now I'm just allowing and tolerating it. I'm also using the Mael Organics. This is their super strong edge paste. I like it. Do I think that this product has a super strong hold? No, I don't. I got really thick, coarse hair. I like it though. It smells good, but it don't have a super strong hold. Y'all gonna have to come up with like a max extreme hold if you know, to make me feel any different. But yeah, I just use the edge control right up on the edges to lay that down and make sure it's nice and smooth. Like I said, why am I this extra? And how long is this video? It's almost 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. See, I don't know how folks do all this vlogging while they're trying to get stuff done, especially when you're in a rush. I'm in a rush. It's 2:30. Actually, no, it's not even 2:30. It's past that. It's like 2:40 at this point. And my mom wanted to be out of the house by 5. I mean, I got time, don't get me wrong, but I don't have enough time for all the things that I wanted to do in the meantime. So let me hurry my black. up. Hair is already growing back. Only been a week, like I said, and I can already see the dark roots coming right here in the back a little bit, but it's okay. I'm gonna camouflage that some. Okay, that's how I get her laid to the best of my ability. And am I forgetting anything right now? No. So last step is tying down my hair with a scarf. And I tie her up. Boom. Boom. And then I take the back tail and pull it. You see how back there? So it's laid really nice and sleek. And I let that sit while I do my makeup. I gotta clean up my area because I just can't have my desk, my area a mess. Like I have to clean up while I'm doing stuff because only more stuff is gonna come out. So let me clean up this hair stuff. Okay, you already saw me put on my primer. Now we're gonna get into makeup. And one thing to know about me is that I've been into makeup just as long as I've been into, well, that's kind of a lot. I got into doing my natural hair and doing my hair for myself and figuring it out about 7th grade. 7th grade of middle school is when I started doing my hair myself. And then the first thing I ever did with makeup was my eyebrows. And I'll never forget, I used to get the Ruby Kisses pencil. So it was hair 7th grade, then eyebrows in the 8th grade, and then we really started doing more makeup once I got to 9th grade high school. Now this is a crayon product. It's so hard to focus, man. But I also need to put me on some mattifying. This right here is the Smashbox Oil and Shine Control. I got this. I've had this little thing for a long time. I was gonna tell y'all how long I've had it, but I'm not even gonna say that and telling myself because y'all gonna be like, girl, throw that thing away. I probably should, but it's Smashbox and I didn't use all of it, so it's gonna get used. Because one thing about me, I'm oily, which is so annoying, but I also feel like maybe it's better than having like super dry skin. No shade to anyone that has dry skin. Also, like, what is that like having dry skin? Because sometimes I wonder, like, maybe I wish it was, other than having all this oils on my face. But then having dry skin, does it feel like you have to apply moisturizer to your face constantly throughout the day? Like even when you have makeup on, does your skin feel dry, really dry, like unbearably dry, if you don't have any type of hydrating primer on or something like that? Let me know. Just doing these brows, but I actually have to hold my brows when I do them. There's something about me. They're already naturally pretty thick. I just fill in the sparse area. So look at before and we'll see if y'all tell the difference when I'm done. And boom, that's all I do to them. Y'all see the difference? Nice and subtle, not too much, just filled in the sparse areas and there. Now, when I was in 9th grade, I did start to do the concealing under the brow. My sister started doing that first, and then I caught on to it. I used to use a really light one, but I don't do that on my everyday. I don't, and so I'm not gonna do it now. Let's get into face painting. Now, I don't use foundation. I've never been a foundation girl. I've been using the same thing since forever, since 9th grade. LA Girl Pro concealers, okay? And this is my perfect, I like to say this one is my perfect shade. Now, if there's one that matches me better, I haven't found it yet, but this is Chestnut. The shade is Chestnut, and so I use this one on the outer portions of my face, not the inner because I'm lighter on the inside, but in terms of matching to my skin, this one does it. And so my skin's not perfect. I have acne marks left on the side. Fun fact, this side of my face, I have never been able to get 100% clear since the 8th grade. Since the 8th grade, I have never, ever been able to get this one little area. It started one little dot right here, and then just, y'all see all that? I've never been able to get it all the way clear. And right now, it's actually doing pretty good. Like, I don't have any bumps, but like watch me say that and one appear. I was on my period last week, and so I have some acne marks that came down here from just hormones, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I just don't want it showing. We have to look our best for Stevie, even though he can't see me. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I did my lashes yesterday. You know, a little something. May not be perfect, but they're gonna do, all right? She's still learning. And then for concealer, I've been using this Neutrogena. This is their Radiant Cream Concealer for healthy skin. It has peptides and antioxidants in it. And this is the shade Golden. To be specific, it's golden. It's their mid to deep, which is perfect for me because even though I haven't gotten like a shade test done, I feel like I have golden undertones, but I could be a little off because I also feel like, because people say that you have a neutral undertone if both gold and silver tones look good on your skin, and I found that silver looks good. Like I personally have always loved gold because I just feel like gold goes good on chocolate. But lately I'm getting more into my silver bag because silver jewelry and even silver highlight, if I do it very subtly, it looks good on me. I used to think that silver highlight was a no-go for me because I'm black. I'm like, that's gonna wash me out. So I just stick to gold, but no. So that's cute to know. Maybe I have more of a neutral undertone than I thought that I did, but I'll get tested or shade tested, however that goes. Maybe at Sephora or something like that. Do they do that at Sephora? Maybe I'll do that one day just because I want to know. It's very helpful also when you're picking out shade, getting shade match for foundation. And that's why I stick to my chestnut concealer, because I feel like I have never, I feel like I have never found a foundation that worked for me. That was my perfect match. Like, never, not yet. It's just I just like to cover up the imperfections that I have because I feel like I don't want to have that much makeup on. I've never been a foundation girl, and I really don't ever see myself being a foundation girl. I mean, even when I'm famous, I don't see myself being on like those reunions or shows with a full face of just foundation on because, you know, not to say that people with good skin don't put on full face of foundation, but I just feel like, why? You know, I don't want to. I feel like that's too much on me. So I probably won't do that. My sister called me. Okay, back to makeup now. What's the vibe I'm going for? I'm a real basic, but in the best way. We won't say basic. She's real simple, natural glam, and I love that for me because I feel like I've mastered my natural glam look. And so what type of eye are we going for? I already have lashes on, and so I feel like lashes, it just casts out the eyes. Plus I have hooded eyes, so we're not gonna do too much. I'm just gonna take, I have this palette right here. I'm just gonna take this color because I want something dark. I really don't even care. I would usually go for a brown, but that's more giving like reddish tone. I don't even care. I'm just gonna take some of that right there. I just want something dark. And I hold my eye. That's the thing about me because I feel because my eyes are hooded and they're so small. I feel like I have small eyes. I get it from my dad, but I just like to hold it so I can elongate it and really fluff out the product. Okay, period. Not too much. And this is why I don't record while I do stuff because I'm forgetting so many steps that I usually do. Okay, we all over the place. Just know I'm not this all over the place when I do my makeup on the regular. But now we're gonna take some setting powder under the eye. This is what I always do. This is actually one of my favorite parts because, oof, that just mattifying under the eye, I feel like brings my whole face out. It brings my whole face together. Y'all see what that did? It just blurred me out, made me look kind of like a doll baby almost. Y'all probably thinking like, girl, you reaching. I don't know. I see it. I see it. I just like what that does. I love makeup. Like, as much as I love hair, I probably love hair maybe like 5% more, 10, because I love my kinky fro, okay? But I love makeup. And y'all see I put that mattifying primer on, but I'm still already getting oily right here in the T-zone. I get very oily there, it's annoying. But I'm gonna take a different powder there. I use a lighter powder than my skin tone under my eyes that matches, but then on my forehead and the outer areas of my face, I take a darker powder that's closer to my skin tone, which is this right here. This is by Black Radiance, and I think this is their Warm Honey. I think it's Warm Honey. I think the name of it is out, but I got this so long ago. I usually just always look at the container whenever I get it, and I know that's me. And you can see this is me. Yeah, so outer areas of the face. Okay, and I'm not a blush girl, I'm a highlight girl. Because mind you, I started doing the peak of makeup is when I started doing my makeup back in 2016, 17. And highlight was really big and popping at that point. And so as soon as I got hooked on the makeup, highlight was the thing. And so I just never got off of it. I feel like all the other girls are on blush now, and I think I've tried blush, but not to the max of trying it. I just feel like it doesn't look good on me like that. I could be overthinking it. I might like it if I really tried it. I'm taking this eyeshadow palette that I got from the beauty supply store a really long time ago, and I'm just taking this brown, and we're gonna put it right there as some blush, okay? And just see, because I am looking at myself right now, and it's like, why do I want something just on my face to, yeah, maybe make me not look so plain. I go slow with it to build it up, because once you did too much highlight, it's hard to calm that down. See, silver, and let me know what y'all think about that, but I think that looks. And then we also gonna take some on the nose right here, because I'm a bridge. I remember in high school, I used to go crazy with the bridge. I had a classmate one time when I was coming out of Spanish, he was just like your highlight. I knew I overdid it that day, when even a boy was just like, ooh, he was just like, nice highlight on the nose. I see that, I peeped that. Or he was just giving me a compliment, but I was like, oh shit, did I overdo it? And I would take it all over my nose, but whenever I do that, I think it makes me break out. And listen, the worst place to get a pimple is on your nose. Like, that's the center of the face. You're just not doing it. I can't even do it. I feel like this is taking me so long. I'm already at 52 minutes on the clock. Now, granted, this won't be as long in the video because I'll be editing it down some, but still, I'm just like, dang, I done spent an hour doing this. I promise it takes me much quicker on a day-to-day, but this recording will really take up some time. I'm using chapstick. This is my favorite chapstick of life, by the way. The regular chapstick brand, the cherry flavor. Cherry's my favorite. I love this so much. What we going for the lips today? My lip combo isn't crazy, and I don't do the same thing every day. I really just have this thing full of lip glosses, and I just grab whatever feels right in the moment. It's never a consistent thing. But because I'm here, I'm gonna show y'all a little bit what I do. I've had this NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick. Dang, this is damn near, this is a really light shade. I got this back in high school though. I've still had it, yes. And the reason why I've had it for so long is because I use it as a lip liner. And this is in the color Beauty Mark, by the way. I don't know if they still sell these. I'm pretty sure they do though. But I'll take this one and I use it as a lip liner. Now, it's a nice natural brown tone. I would say it's like a really nice tone of liquid lipstick if you're a brown girl and you want a brown shaded liquid lipstick. This one's on the lighter side of brown. That's why I don't use it that much for lipstick, but it's cute. And I like using it as a lip liner. You see, I added a little dimension, not too much. It's a little different, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I would prefer a bit darker, maybe just a tone darker. And then, oh, we got more NYX. I like NYX. This is their Duck Plump. This is one of those stinging sensation. It's a lip plumper product. I usually stay away from these because this is no product. Shout out to my grandmother for passing down the genes. I don't need to use anything to plump up my lips because I don't need it. I don't need it. But so I steer away from it. Plus I don't like that stinging sensation. I just don't. But this one is, it burns a little bit. It does, but it's subtle, so yeah. On the camera, I feel like this is giving too nude for my face, but just give me a minute. We're gonna calm that down. I take this darker gloss that is from the beauty supply store. It's by NK Makeup. Nothing particular. You get any darker gloss, and I do this on top. See, it's like a dupe, not, you know, like a little dupe. Because for me, I feel like it works as a dupe for Fenty's Hot Chocolate Gloss Bomb that I love, and I have literally right here. But anytime because that thing's expensive, anytime that I don't want to use it, I just do this little combination, and she has a cute little color, a cute little vibe. I feel like she eats. Hopefully my face doesn't look too bare. I'm gonna add freckles. Shout out to Lancome for sending me this. I feel so special whenever makeup brands send me stuff, especially because I feel like I haven't posted that much or gotten into showing off how I do makeup. That's why I'm doing this right now, because I want to let y'all know, like, I be doing my makeup now myself. But yeah, Lancome sent me this. This is their brown liquid liner, and I love the fact that it's brown, because in this tip is so sharp and, well, sharp in not a painful way, but in a precise way. I love that because I just add my freckles with it. Freckles are just a cute way to add back simplicity and a natural look to your makeup, but you also have to master how to do them, because it can be kind of tricky doing them like this, like how I'm doing it myself, because it can get to a point where it looks a little too fake. You just got like a bunch of little dots. Like, child, I recently just saw in the Shade Room, they posted some lady just got dots tattooed on her face to mimic freckles so she could have natural freckles now. And child, I don't know if that was permanent or not, but I hope that she can go and get that fixed, because it just looked like dots all over her face, and it just wasn't, it didn't look natural. The trick to making faux freckles look natural, I don't know how I would say that, but it's about it not looking perfect. I think it looks all right. Because then what I do is I just take the back of my beauty blender and buff it out some, because I don't want it too dark. I want it to blend seamlessly. And the thing about doing it with liquid liner is that it dries fast. So when you take the beauty blender, it doesn't smudge them and combine it and make it look like a big blob on your face. It just does what it needs to do, because that liner dries fast. So yeah, I'm just something a little light. Alright, so makeup is done. Probably shouldn't take this off, but I'm gonna just see what it's doing. Yeah, it's dry. It's dry. She's laid. Now I just take my brush, and we're gonna brush her. Yes. Side has been stubborn lately. It's okay. But yeah, I'm just taking it, and once it's laid, it just really lays down, and that's it. Last step, I have some oil, some nice slick oil actually, and just take some of that and lay it on top. Alright y'all, so in this end clip right here, I'm just showing y'all the final result of my makeup being done. Oh my gosh, I don't have any of my lip product on anymore. I must have went downstairs to go eat something, because like I told y'all, I was getting ready hours in advance, and my mom probably still wasn't ready at this point. But anyway, hair is done, makeup is done, and no, I'm not wearing that jacket, that's just my house coat. But I did want to say this, during this part, I was talking about how I was putting on my earrings and trying to figure out my different stacks, and personally, I don't know about y'all, if anyone else out there has several ear piercings, if you're the type of person that you find yourself not even wearing a lot of your earrings in all of the holes that you got, because me, I typically just wear my first hole a lot of the times, but it just got me to thinking about how much that I wanted those other holes. When I was 13, I got my second. When I was 16, I got my first cartilage piercing, and then when I turned 18, almost 19, I had done my third hole and a second cartilage piercing myself. It's just funny how we want so many things when we're younger, or not even just younger, just in general as human beings. The nature is to want things that are out of your reach, to want things that it seems like you can't have, or that just would make you feel different. But then a lot of the times afterwards, we find ourselves, it just being that thrill or that rush for the moment because you didn't have it. But then once you have it, you barely use it, or you don't care for it anymore at all. I just was really reflecting on that, and how oftentimes in life you feel like there's a certain place that you want to be at, and maybe that's true, maybe that's right, but everything will be okay. A lot of the things of this world, the physical things of this world, is really just an illusion, but it's those deep things, those spiritual things that only God can give us, that are eternal, that are really meaningful. There's this particular verse, Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1, that I really love, that comes to mind when I think about this. I don't know why, but if you're anybody that is also just focused on wanting to be more intentional with your spiritual, comment Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 in the comments. Prayerfully we can talk, because we definitely don't have to go through this faith journey, this journey of getting to know God and Jesus. We don't have to walk it alone. All right, love y'all. And for the outfit, I kept it real simple. Here are two tops. Which one do y'all prefer? Let me know down in the comments below, but y'all will see which one I chose in a sec. We're here. I just took my jacket off and then realized that I should have gotten a video. This is what the outfit is giving. Cute skirt. You're not able to get the full effect because I just took my jacket off, but it's leather. It's cute. I was about to get french fries, but I'm just not even gonna do it. Say hey. Say hey, mommy. I lied.
Selflessness, the hatred, all of that, the negativity, are the things that have been going on for too long. Time for it to change. Can we fix our election program? Are we brave enough to try? So can we please fix our nation's broken arm? Can we fix our nation's broken arm? Our nation's broken on. And so I think about all the stuff today in the world, and I say, you know what? We've been blessed to be here in this place in space and time for reasons far bigger than any of us here, because God has greater purposes for us all. I know some of y'all don't want to clap, but I say forget all that, or fat, or what the old adults would say, all this negativity, I say, exactly, come on. And so I did this song with a song that I heard a long time ago when I was in Motown in Detroit. And I was in one of the music rooms with Henry Cosby, who was my producer at the time. And I said, I got this idea for this song. Now, I'd heard this song some years ago. I was like 14 years old. I loved the song. I loved the voice. The singer was just amazing. And I never would have ever imagined that at some point in life I would sing the song with him. But I did this song. I said, I want to do it a new way. So I played it for Hank Cosby, on the piano. Oh man, it's kind of cool, it's kind of cool. But I heard this guy banging on the wall like, Stevie, what the hell are you doing to my song? What are you doing to my song? You're taking my song, it's beautiful, and you make it like, boom, 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 boom. I said, believe it, Ron, it's going to be good. It's going to be all right. I said, I feel it's, this way is the whole way of doing it. So we recorded the song. Barry said, that's it, great, fantastic. Gonna release it. And they did release it, and it was very successful. And I thank Ron and his co-writer for writing the song. Because not only did I have the pleasure of doing the song myself, but as well doing it with Tony Bennett. And this is the song.
So much if you stay tuned to the end of this video just to see what I had going on today, and if you enjoyed being another witness to my experience to see Stevie. I'm so happy. I thought I would cry when he came out. I didn't, but I'm just so thankful I was able to see him in person. So thankful, because I honestly didn't think I ever would. So this was definitely a treat. I enjoyed myself. It was a beautiful experience, beautiful instruments, beautiful music, and I looked good too, okay? This hair, just had to add that in there. And yeah, God bless y'all out there. I hope that wherever you are, you're safe and that you're feeling good mentally and spiritually and physically. And thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like down below. That helps me out. I appreciate it. And comment something nice down below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah.